Good morning, Facebook Live, and happy Lent. Yes, so yesterday was Shrove Tuesday, Pancake Day, and today is Ash Wednesday, the start of Lent, which is great. Even if you're not religious, you know, it's great to, if you've got something that you want to achieve, it's good to break it down into bite-sized pieces. And today's the start of our 6 weeks before Easter and the Easter holidays. So if you've got something you want to achieve, whether it be diet, fitness, getting to bed earlier, you know, anything to do with your wellness, improve your digestion, whatever you want to do, it's great to start today. Okay, so what I'd like to tell you about is something called the Daniel fast. Now, a lot of people haven't heard of the Daniel fast, but basically in the Bible, Daniel himself did this for 3 weeks, where basically he had a vegan diet and he also had lots of unprocessed food, and basically instead of taking joy from food and drink, what he tried to do was to take joy from the Bible and joy from people, other things in life. And a lot of people who overeat, and I can say this especially, you know, food is one of the things that I really, really love and adore in life. So to try and stop your addiction for food, the Daniel fast is great to do that, because again, it's taking away your addiction. And hopefully after the 6 weeks that I'm challenging my slimmers to do this for, your taste buds will be electrified onto vegan food. You will enjoy vegetables more, and you won't be reliant on things like Diet Coke and meat to get your flavour in foods. So that is basically in a nutshell. As I said, officially the Daniel fast is 3 weeks, but because Lent is 6 weeks, I'm challenging you guys to try it for 6 weeks. If you don't like the idea of that, just try it for a couple of days, try it for a week, guys, because as I said, it's a great detox on your body. There's a lot of chemicals in meat just because the way farmers add chemicals now to the feed and stuff like that. So it is great to give your body a little bit of a break from meat in particular. If you want to be a bit of a pescatarian, just have fish, then that's fine. But as I said, if you want to do the strict Daniel fast, if you want to sign up for my coaching, then I will coach you through it exactly. But I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it this morning. Again, for those of you who've been following my stories here on Facebook, on my Instagram stories, you will have been seeing the things that I've been eating. And I've actually been pretty much following the Daniel fast over the last couple of weeks. And the basis really is on vegetables. So obviously it's the winter, so you can't really rely on salads, because do you fancy salad right now? The thought of a cucumber or a bit of lettuce is like, no thanks. So basing your meals on vegetables is the key. Obviously you can have fruits as well. So if you think about breakfast, you could have a lovely fruit salad, lots of nice berries and stuff. So I think that's breakfast, to be honest, I don't think is hard, because you can have fruit with some nuts and, you know, it's really delicious. And I would also recommend that for a snack as well. Now, the Daniel fast is all about food quality rather than quantity. So again, don't see this as a massive weight loss regime. If you feel confident that you can restrict your calories at the same time, then do it. You'll probably see me, I'm doing 800 calories of the Daniel fast because I want personally a fast weight loss over the next 6 weeks. But if you prefer it more as a religious or a nutritional quality challenge, then don't worry about your portion sizes. So have a big fruit salad with loads of nuts, some seeds, and, you know, really focus on the health benefits of these foods. Now, when it comes to drink, this is the other important part about the fast. It is all about water. Now, there is no sweeteners allowed at all as well. So if you're thinking about Diet Coke or flavoured waters, stuff like that, officially it's out. If you want to have a bit, then fine, because it's better than anything else. But the more you can just stick to water, the better. And again, officially, no tea, no coffee. It is literally water, water, water. And as I always say to my slimmers, try it sparkling, try it hot, try it luke temperature, try it cold. You know, just really vary the different types of water that you can drink, and it will be easier to down. And I promise you, once you start drinking mineral water or filtered water, you will start to enjoy it more. So try and get away from tap water as much as possible, because I feel that's one of the biggest things people don't enjoy. It's because it does have that weird taste. Right, welcome to the live video. Jane, Christine, Caroline and Maureen this morning. Good morning, guys. Yeah, I don't normally do my talking videos live at 8, so it's nice to see you all this morning. I've got a little bit of a deeper voice in the morning as well, so I prefer doing my videos in the morning. Right, let's talk about meals. Right, vegetables. Now, this is where you have to think out of the box. So if people think, oh, I'm going to go on a vegan diet, I'm going to do plant-based. So they go into the supermarket and they go to the plant-based section. Now, this is your biggest mistake, guys. Linda McCartney, all those vegan ranges are highly processed food. So one of the things they used is something called soy. And you get soy milk and soy protein and soy this. And actually, soy in its natural form is fine, but in its processed form, the nutrients are really low. They cook it to a really high temperature and actually becomes toxic. So stay away from soy products completely. And as I said, the Daniel fast is all about going away from processed foods and just having really simple food. So don't buy in any vegan burgers, don't buy any vegan Greggs sausage rolls, anything that says vegan on it. No. What you want to do, guys, is go into the fresh produce aisle. This is the real key for the Daniel fast, and actually the key for good health for all vegans out there. So Marks and Spencer's were very famous a few years ago for presenting to the world something called the cauliflower steak, and it was something like £3, and all it was just a slice of cauliflower, and they were marketing it as a cauliflower a steak for vegans, which, as I said, was just a slice of cauliflower. Now, looking back at that, and if you've ever tried to cut a cauliflower into a steak, I'd actually pay £3 to Marks and Spencer's right now for that, because for love or money, never mind if it's, you know, I've left it for a while or it's hot or it's cold. I've tried so many times. The cauliflower just won't damn cut. I don't know what's wrong with my knife, but it will not cut. But the idea of actually frying a piece of cauliflower in some nice coconut oil or some nice olive oil is actually delicious, guys. And if you just get that a little bit brown on the outside, a little bit crispy, it's actually gorgeous. And because obviously cauliflower absorbs a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of coconut oil, it's really tasty as well. So that's one of my biggest things, guys. Try and think how you can cook these vegetables to actually taste good. Now, a little bit of a word on fat as well. Obviously, it is a vegan diet, so no butter, no ghee, or other animal-based products, no lard. But think about olive oil, think about coconut oil, avocado oil, things like that. So again, you can really enrich the flavors of your vegetables. And as I said, nuts and seeds are totally fine to have. You can also have pulses as well. So if you do like chickpeas, stuff like that, you might want to have that to get some consistency. Welcome, Tina. You haven't missed much. You've only just been going. We've just been talking about water, having fruit for breakfast, and now we're talking about our main meals. Now, as I said earlier, if you're doing it for weight loss, you may want to consider doing something called intermittent fasting as well. Now, intermittent fasting is basically having your breakfast a little bit later, having your lunch, and then bringing your tea a little bit earlier. So try and eat all your 3 meals if you can in an 8-hour window. If you really want to go for extreme, try and have a 4-hour window and just have 2 meals. That's what I personally do. But again, it depends on your lifestyle and how desperate you are to lose weight as well, and how motivated you are. Now, I'll give you an example there of cauliflower steak. Now, the other things I've been really enjoying this time of year is roast vegetables. And again, for those of you who look at my food diary on my MyFitnessPal app and website, you'll see literally every day I'm having roast vegetables. So what I generally do, just get a bottle, tablespoon of olive oil, mix in some chili flakes, get my little what is it called, like the little paintbrush thing for oil, and literally just paint a little bit of olive oil with chili flakes onto my cauliflower, broccoli, aubergine slices, peppers, onions, just all the different colours of the vegetables. What I love to do is go to my local greengrocers in Uttoxeter, which is my favourite one, and just buy one of everything. You know, this is the best thing with a good diet, is just to mix it up. Even if you're not so keen on these vegetables, I promise you, if you roast them with a little bit of oil on, they taste amazing, just so amazing. So if you're not a big fan of vegetables, I would say, as I said, to add some fat to them. Maybe add a little bit of flavour. If you're not into chili flakes, have a bit of paprika. Just a little bit of salt and pepper as well is the other thing, which will really enhance the flavour and make them taste good. Cauliflower rice as well is another big favourite of mine. Aldi and places like that, they only sell it in the winter as well. So now is a good time to overload on it and get addicted to it. And then by the time the summer comes, when they stop selling it, you'll be sick of it. But Aldi do two great varieties. They do cauliflower rice, just plain one. And they do also now rainbow rice. It has got some butternut squash in. It's got some carrot in, broccoli and cauliflower. So that's a really nice mix. And literally you can get all your vitamins and minerals in one stab. So that's the other advantage. And the other good thing about cauliflower rice, now don't follow the instructions on the damn box, because it really makes me annoyed. Because what it says on the Aldi box is microwave for 3 minutes. If you microwave that for 3 minutes, it tastes like absolute rubbish. It's just awful. It's like hot mush. Why Aldi have put that on there? I just don't know. What are you doing, Aldi? Right, what you want to do with your cauliflower rice or your rainbow rice, get your wok out. So a nice big pan. Again, a teaspoon of coconut oil or olive oil if you don't like coconut oil, or any other oil. Just bear in mind that olive oil you're best not using, because it does have a low burning temperature. So if you do use olive oil, you need to use a low heat on your pan. If you're using coconut oil like I do, really high temperature, think Chinese, get your wok cooking skills out. Get that oil really hot and just throw in your cauliflower rice and literally keep on stirring that like you're making egg fried rice. Now you're not having egg because we're vegan, but just stir that cauliflower rice round, and just, you want to cook it until it's got a little bit of colour in it as well. Put it straight on the plate and then eat it direct. You must eat it straight away, and I promise you it is amazing. It's hot, it's crispy. I sometimes actually feel like I'm eating crispy rice. It's really great. But what I said, definitely keep away from the microwave when you're cooking your rice. And you can see, even the way I'm talking to you, I'm getting so excited about it. Christina, I do my cauliflower rice in toasted sesame oil. Yes, great idea. Again, the flavour just gets absorbed into that as well. Great. So the other thing as well that I shared last week, I had cauliflower rice, and on top of it I had some asparagus, which again is one of my other favourite vegetables. And the way I like to cook asparagus is just to, again, either in coconut oil or olive oil, and just slightly fry it. So again, you want to have a little bit of crispiness, a little bit of brownness on that asparagus. And that was a really nice meal that I had last week, which was literally a whole bundle, like 8 sticks of asparagus on the cauliflower rice. Delicious. So if you think the Daniel fast is going to be boring and you're not going to enjoy it, you might be pleasantly surprised, guys. Your addiction for chocolate and sweets might actually disappear, and your taste buds might actually open, and water might actually taste good. I'll drink to that. Right, the other things... This is why I don't do videos in the morning normally, because I get too excited. Welcome, Linda, to the live video. Right, the other things that I've been enjoying as well, my actual favourite out of all these vegetables is aubergine. Now, the reason aubergine for me is my real favourite is because, again, it is quite pungent and it absorbs all the flavours. So if you do put olive oil in it, you'll see it instantly. So if you get your little paintbrush out and paint on the oil with chili flakes like I do, it instantly absorbs it. Now, this is a bad thing if you love oil and you've got a big thing of oil. So be careful that it doesn't absorb too much, because it does only need a little bit to stop it sticking to your baking tray. So you slice your aubergine, paint it with a little bit of oil and roast it, and it is great. You can also do the fried version as well. So in a hot frying pan, you can slowly fry it. It does go a little bit mushy, but I would say that's actually a good thing, and it's a nice thing, and it's kind of a little bit slimy, but kind of nice. I actually really love it. But again, the keys to cooking aubergine is generally to a nice hot temperature and cook it quite quickly. Just get that crispiness on the outside, get that brownness on the outside. Now, as well as just talking, I'm not just going to talk. I'm going to show you some recipes this week. So I will show you how I'm cooking my vegetables on the going weeks. Christina's saying, I don't buy from supermarkets though. I blitz in a cauliflower blender and think it's probably be a bit cheaper. Absolutely, Christina. And you get more for your money as well. If you think about one of those small containers, it is actually, it's not much, but if you think how the size of a cauliflower, if you blend all that, it's definitely cheaper to do that. And here's my fact. Do you want to know my fact about cauliflower rice? They actually don't use the cauliflower. Did you know that? So you can buy in the supermarket cauliflower and broccoli, can't you? And all the stalk is missing. And to make cauliflower rice and broccoli rice, they actually use just the stalk. So when you're buying this cauliflower stuff, you're not even buying cauliflower, you're just buying stalk. So Tina, you're definitely doing the right thing, because I think you're getting more nutrients as well, instead of like me just eating the stalk of a cauliflower. It all depends if you've got a food processor. I've actually only got a liquidizer, and I've tried to make my own cauliflower rice before with it, and it doesn't work. Right, so we've done aubergine. Courgette, exactly the same as aubergine. They don't quite absorb as much, so they're quite good, especially if you want some, like crisp sort of texture. When I've been doing keto and vegan before, often people say they just miss like the texture of things. So this is where cutting courgette really, really thinly and having it on a high temperature, you can make it into crisps, which is quite nice. We've talked about asparagus, we've talked about roast vegetables. The other thing I've had, if you fancy kind of a breakfast thing, I'm having this morning actually as well, I had a couple of days ago, was just some plum tomatoes and some mushrooms, and just fry them off again in coconut or olive oil, and that's just a really nice breakfast. So you feel like you're having breakfast, and again, loads of salt and pepper on there. Add some chili flakes if you can, and really, especially the mushrooms, loads of black pepper, lots of chili on there, and you really bring out the flavour. And again, it's a different texture, a different taste, instead of just having roast vegetables all the time. And the thing that always amazes me when I do any sort of detox or vegan diet is how sweet tomatoes taste. It is just bear in mind that sweeteners are not allowed, guys. Sugars are definitely not allowed. Cocoa in its finest form, if you think about what it is, it's actually a bean. So if you do have some 100%, I repeat, 100% chocolate, which a lot of my slimmers have got because I always send it to them for their birthdays, then you can, I definitely say, have some 100% cocoa chocolate, but it has to be 100%. It can't have a little bit of sugar in or whatever. And if you feel like right now, like, what the hell is he telling me to do? He's trying to get me to do keto. He's trying to get me to do vegan. Now he wants me to combine all these little things, and he wants me to add intermittent fasting, and the only thing I can drink is water. Why? Why would I do that? So if you want to do this challenge, guys, you're going to have many health benefits, but the biggest health benefit, you're going to lose weight fast and you're going to feel good. Okay, that's the number one. And secondly, if you need some motivation, just think about Easter. I was doing this with my slimmers last night. What I want you to do, what I challenge them to do, is to go into the supermarkets or have a look online and just find out the most amazing Easter egg they could find. So what really floats your boat? Do you know what I mean? Like Tina said, it was like a grand Thornton's Easter egg. Linda shared with me yesterday an aubergine Easter egg. And I will be posting in our Facebook group this morning some of the great ones I found in Waitrose, including a Scotch egg Easter egg. It didn't have any egg or pork in it. It was actually made of chocolate, but it actually looked like a Scotch egg. So there's lots of weird Easter eggs out there. So what I want you to do, guys, to get your motivation for the next 6 weeks, whatever challenge you're doing, is to go and find yourself an Easter treat. How will you be rewarding yourself in 6 weeks' time? Will it be with the most grandest chocolate Easter egg that you can find? Is it the biggest thing? Is it the most luxurious thing? Or is it going to be a nice new dress? Is it going to be a new Easter bonnet? Okay, so whatever floats your boat, guys, whatever is going to motivate you, let that be your goal. One of my slimmers, Claire, yesterday, she's 6 pounds away from her goal, and she's just so desperate to do it. And she's like, this is all I want for Easter is to be at my target weight. So this is her goal, and obviously we will all shower her with gifts when she gets to her goal weight. So think about in 6 weeks, so the first week of April, what would you like to achieve? You know, do you want to be at your goal weight? Do you want to be in a certain dress size? So whatever is going to motivate you to stick to something over the next 6 weeks, then let that happen. And as I said, the Daniel fast officially is a religious fast, a 3-week one. And obviously you are meant to read the Bible and do bits and bobs like that. But I personally find the key from that, and what I take away from that, is to keep yourself busy and keep your mind focused. As I've said to you all previously, you know, I am watching quite a lot of Amazon films, doing all the films on Channel 4 catch up. So keep yourself busy and make a little plan. Linda's saying her skinny jeans. So she shared with me yesterday her photo from the summer in her skinny jeans. Now I'm 43 years old. And to be honest with you, I don't really think I'm fashionable. Had a bit of a boyfriend in Egypt a couple of years ago who worked at a clothes shop and was like always into skinny jeans. I'm like, really? Skinny jeans? Are you joking me? And last summer when I started to lose weight, I bought myself my first pair of skinny jeans. And you know what? They felt bloody amazing. If you've got loose skin like me, wearing something that's got lycra in it, it just makes you feel like $1 million, like nothing's flapping anymore. So to be honest, I don't wear skinny jeans for the fashion statement I'm putting out there, because there's lots of jokes about older age men wearing skinny jeans. I actually wear them for the practicality and the fact that it does pull in all your body and you do feel really slim and really range of movement. Shall I put it like that, guys? Because I'm an exercise person, I appreciate a good range of movement. And when I'm wearing my skinny jeans, I have a very good large range of movement because my saggy inner thighs, like most people's, are pulled apart and I've got a gap between my legs. So if you need a reason to buy skinny jeans, is there more of a reason than you can have a gap between your legs? Right, guys. I'm meant to be talking about the Daniel fast and I'm giving you fashion advice on skinny jeans. So that is it from me. If you've got any questions, guys, or you'd like to do the Daniel fast vegan challenge with me, then please send me a message. My one-to-one coaching is available. Details are on my website and jodybunting.com. Linda's saying she's 57 and I need the support. It's true, Linda. These skinny, sensational fashion things are not just for fashion. It is definitely for practicality. And if you haven't bought any before, you know, they're not for everybody. People don't like that constant pressure. But buy yourself some from Asda because it's the only place that does them. I've seen there's a sale on Matalan website as well, so you might want to go on there, pick yourself some skinny jeans and try them today, and hopefully over the next couple of weeks you will really see the benefits of weight loss and how clothes can really make you feel good. And again, going back to what I said at the start of the video, the whole point of the Daniel fast is not being reliant on food for joy. So if you do feel like the only joy in your life is coming from food, this is again where going on a plant-based diet and on a vegan diet will really help you open your taste buds, taste flavors that you haven't tasted for a long time, and just start to enjoy non-processed foods which are much lower in calories and full of nutrients, which is going to make your skin look good. Maybe it'll make my hair grow back. No, that's not going to happen. Give you nice nails. You know, there's so many health benefits to eating nutritious food. Right guys, I could waffle on forever, but I'm going to stop now. Have a great Wednesday. As I said, it is Ash Wednesday. Hope you enjoyed Pancake Day yesterday. If you've got any left over, you know, we don't like to not waste stuff, but bin it, guys. Today's a fresh day, clear start. We've got 6 weeks. Put your blinkers on. Let's focus on us, focus on our health. Let's do this. I'll be back later on tonight with another live video. See you then, guys. Bye for now.